Well, here we are. We're in the final countdown of our wedding. I know that I had shared with most of you on this website that I was going to be posting our story of how we met. I failed to deliver on that, as you can imagine. We both were pretty busy during the wedding process. But I thought I'd go ahead and just squeeze it in real quick before our wedding day. So basically, I'm going to tell you about probably the biggest but best mistake I've ever made in my life. So at the time, and this is in 2007, I was living with a great friend of mine from college, Graham, and his girlfriend at the time, who's now his wife, she wanted to play kickball with some mutual friends of hers. And she kind of talked Graham into playing, and Graham didn't want to be the only guy that he knew playing, so Graham kind of emailed me last minute, really right before the deadline for sign-up, whether or not I wanted to play kickball with him. So I was kind of new to the area, having moved from Athens, so I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't even dawn on me. See, I had assumed that this was at the park within walking distance to Graham's house. Graham was already in a softball league that played over there, so it didn't even dawn on me to think otherwise. So I remember like it was yesterday. I was actually at work all the way up in Woodstock, and Graham was emailing me asking me how I was going to get there. And I pulled up the map, and I realized that Candler Park was where the league was, and that is not even close to Woodstock. In fact, it's not even close to where Graham and I lived. It's actually, for you people that aren't from Atlanta, it's in East Atlanta, kind of more in the southern part of the city. Not southern, but central. But so it dawned on me then that I was going to have to leave work early to make the game, and I realized that I would have never joined this league had I known it was down there. Just logistically, it's about a good 45 to 50 minutes from Woodstock. But anyway, I digress. So I showed up in my first game, of course, like right as the game was starting. And I noticed Blythe. Didn't really have a chance to talk to her at all because obviously we were playing a game, and I think we were losing pretty bad. We had a lot of first-time players. But we wrapped up the game, and as is tradition in kickball, your team will meet at a local bar or restaurant just to socialize afterwards. And I was kind of bored at the table. I'd already eaten dinner, so I was kind of wandering around, and I noticed these girls playing pool. And as most of you know, I love playing some billiards, so I walked over to see what they were about. It was actually Blythe and her friend Holly. So Blythe and I immediately hit it off. I introduced myself. We talked for a little while. My roommate Graham was actually having a party for the Georgia-Tennessee game that following week. So I exchanged numbers with Blythe, invited her over to the party. And Blythe and I talked for about a good 3 to 4 weeks after that. So this is from September to October. Unfortunately, I wore out my welcome. I think I was a little bit too determined. But anyway, she gave me the whole "it's me" speech. So we didn't talk for a good month or two. But then it was just one of those things. It didn't feel quite right. Didn't feel like there was much closure there. So Blythe actually came to me, and we had a few dinners. As we just hit it off right away. We spoke for several hours. It felt like a matter of minutes, and it just felt right. So shortly after that, we talked, and we decided to start dating. And the rest is history. So that's kind of our story. I'm sure she has a different version, so you may want to ask her. But that's pretty much it. We're really looking forward to this weekend. Honey, if you're seeing this, I can't wait, and I'm so thrilled I met you. And I look forward to going through this journey with you. Take care.